welcome to our very first episode of If I Were an Animal. I'm Libby, and we've been checking out all things music around Christchurch so we can bring you a little bit of what goes on here. Now, coming up on the show today, we have some acoustic tunes from Phillip Grater. We bring you the latest ChartDisc. But first up, Kiwi rockers the Datsuns came to town, and we were there. And I'm here with Phil and Dolph, and they are from the Datsuns. How are you boys?
Good, thanks. Very well, thank you.
So you guys have just headed down from Wellington today?
Indeed. There were a lot of other shows canned here because of the earthquake, and then so the earthquake and then this landslide as part of that, and then there's apparently the mother of all storms bearing down on us.
Can we expect a new album soon, or?
We've been doing new stuff, and this is kind of what that tour is. This tour is about, you know.
The thing that always makes me smile is when people sing along really loud.
Okay, we have one last question. If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
I'd be a horse because I love them.
I'd be a puffin, but the puffin could fly.
Now, Dolph may have the attitude of a rock star, but he needs to scrub up on his ornithology. All puffins can't fly. Now for this week's acoustic session, we have the lovely local lass, Phillip Grater.
Crazy is all. My name's Phillip Grater. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've released an album this year called While I'm Awake, I'm at War. This is the title track from that album. It's a song about how solace can be found in the arms of another person. But you are the way I forget. And while I am praying, would you walk with me and stay when I slow to I guess the song, it has some elements in it that are about asking somebody to remain with, you know, asking someone to remain with me, present with me, so that I can help to get out of my, so they can help me to get out of my own head. Like there's that line, while I'm praying, would you walk with me and stay when I slow to a crawl? When I'm alone, would you cover me? For while I'm awake, I'm at war. It's talking about the damage we can do, or the holes we can get into when we're left to our own devices sometimes, and how others can help us to get out of that. Your arms are the only place I know where I can escape from it all. And it has been raining. And yeah, the whole album is obviously a reflection on me and where I was at the time that I wrote it a year ago. From my space on the floor, your arms are the only place I know where I can escape from it all.
You can watch Phillip's full performance under our extra section. Now coming up next, we have ChartDisc Volume 4 release party, and Jeff Fulton, who's head of Chart, tells us all about it.
Well, tonight's the launch of ChartDisc Volume 4. It's an indie guitar disc. It's here to celebrate the annual Roundup competition. We've got the new school guys, T54 and the Transistors. How to Kill, The Cranks, and Into the Void. It's basically a free eco CD sampler that we send around the country, out to industry. It's just another promotional tool that we use to get the word out there about the great music we've got in the city. Chart was set up because of the lack of, I guess, general industry labels support for musicians in the city. It's working, you know, like we got the APRA Awards down here for the first time in 44 years last year. We've got some big festivals that happen here. Christchurch bands, you know, even ones on this disc of bands like Bang Bang Etch are flying off around the world, touring the world, and they're only sort of in their early 20s, so it's great.
Now, if you want to get your mitts on one of these, you can get it free with the purchase of any Kiwi music at a local record store. Or email us at IfIWereAnAnimal@windowslive.com. Now that's all for this week's episode of If I Were an Animal. Keep an eye on our extra sections for full performances and interviews. We'll be back on October the 3rd with a fresh episode.